Sunday Love Fist class. Please participate. Take a seat. I go on this asana. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, dear guests, dear friends. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining our program today. Sandal Fist class in ISKCON Temple, Senior Vrindavan. Radha, Vrindavan, Chandra, Jagannath Baladev, and Nrsimha Prabhupada. Thank you for coming and joining us. So, we need some more people, otherwise there is no class if there is no people. Haribo, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Bring some more people. People are roaming. Okay. So today is a wonderful day. Today is a celebrating festival day, festival event on the Vaishnava calendar. So we're celebrating today the festival. Does anybody knows what is the festival going on right now in India? Jai Shri Ratha Yatra Mahotsav ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramaya ki Jai. So this Ratha Yatra festival is a great event. It's a huge public, social, big, gorgeous, very majestic procession, and it is quite extensive in the time. And today we have a particular occasion which falls on this day, which is called Hera Panchami. Maybe some of you heard about this Hera Panchami festival. Sometimes it's called Lakshmi Vijaya. So we would like to speak about that on that topic. Is it okay?
Yeah.
So many people are here. Okay, let us read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and we can discuss further. Okay? So we read from Madhya Lila, chapter 14. Chapter 14. Entitled The Performance of Vrindavan Pastimes, and we'll read from text 114. So let us pray first. We can start with invocation prayers. We can follow me responsibly. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda.
Jai Vaidya Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Vaidya Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda.
Jai Vaidya Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Vaidya Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda.
Jai Vaidya Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Vaidya Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So it's been done in translation by His Divine Grace. Apachana Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay, text number 114. Nilachale Aila Puna Bhakti Dekhita Utkanta Hera Panchamrita Rage. Translation. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his personal devotees returned to Nilachala with a great eagerness to see the Hera Panchami festival. So today is the Hera Panchami festival. Om Jnati Anandasya Gnana Shalakaya Chashumritam Vinatasmai Shivare Namah Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sadikamena Bhagavesvaru Bhakadam Mahyam Vadati Swapanadikam Vandeham Shiguru Shritapadakamam Shigun Vaishnavam Shah Shirupam Sagrajatam Sahaganatamatam Vinantam Sajimam Sadvaitam Savatugam Parijanam Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Saranam Vadidam Shri Vishakam Vitam Shah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Gavite Gopesha Gopika Kantarata Kantanamosute Tata Kanchana Gurangi Radha Vrindavaneshwari Vishavanam Sutadevi Pranamani Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Vishnu Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunivani Pashyate Deshatayane Namaste Shri Tamata Slokam Pandasya Puri Madhvim Goshtava Kim Radha Kundan Giriva Puradi Tamata Sambhata Sveti Paya Shri Guru Karna Vishnu Randaste Nandantara Neshikmatma Shrimad Rupam Padam Pujam Durisyantam Jamani Nilachala Nivasya Nityam Paramapaneva Radha Subhadrakya Jagannath Yate Namaha Yasya Prasada Vishnu Pisavasya Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
How's it everyone today?
Great.
Thanks for coming and visiting this wonderful place on this auspicious occasion. Hera Panchami festival today. It's the 5th day of Ratha Yatra in Jagannath Puri. So we're very fortunate to celebrate this festival because Lord Chaitanya himself has celebrated. So this Ratha Yatra, which is considered to be one of the biggest religious festivals in the world, described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita is considered to be one of the, let's say, advanced books on the science of God, which describes the advent, the teaching, the nature, the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Janma karma shanidhyama vingyoviti tatvataha tyatva dekam punat naiti mamita sojana. It is very important to understand the advent and appearance and pastimes of the Lord. And it is considered to be like his own body, not different from himself. Like, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. It's considered to be his literal incarnation, literal form. Bhajamahe Bhagavatam Swarupam. We worship this Bhagavatam like Krishna himself. In the same way, we worship Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita like personal incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is his own literal slope, literal form. And according to Ayurvedic science, explained that in the body, in every each body, there's some life air, prana is going on. So there's different nadis in an area of the heart, there are 5 air flows. And in those airs, soul is floating. Soul is situated in the area of the heart. So, in the same way, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are 5 pranas, 5 main topics, main subject matters which are discussed in Chaitanya Charitamrita, where the Lord Chaitanya's soul is situated. So 5 main topics, like in Srimad Bhagavatam also there are 5 main chapters which describe the Rasa Lila dance. It's called Rasa Panchadhyaya in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. Chapters from 29 throughout 33. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the same way, there are 5 main subject matters which are discussed. Is anybody has any idea what the main subject matters in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Anyone help me? Just try to guess what the main subject matters in Chaitanya Charitamrita, which kind of capture in essence of entire message of Chaitanya Charitamrita. There are 5 main topics. Huh? Sankirtana, yeah, kind of warm, but not really exactly. So we discuss in Ratha Yatra, right, today. So Ratha Yatra Prasanga is one of the topics. So then Krishnadas Kaviraj explained 4 others. One is called Rupa Shiksha, Rupa and Sanatana Shiksha. This teaching of Lord Chaitanya, which being described to his personal associates, Rupa and Sanatana. We have an altar, 6 Goswamis, there. And these 2 topics describe the whole science of bhakti. If you would like to understand what the bhakti is all about, so you can read in chapter 19, Madhya Lila, and chapter 22. So then, also very highly related topic is called Shri Ramananda Rai Samvat. Maybe some of you heard. It's a very advanced conversation, philosophical conversation between Lord Chaitanya and Shri Ramananda Rai, which explain different tattvas, Prema tattva, Rasa tattva, Radha tattva, Krishna tattva, Bhakti tattva, all highly advanced philosophically developed topics. So, and probably it's most advanced, so we're not going for this. And also Shikshashtaka prayers, which is considered to be Lord Chaitanya's, his own personal writing, is given in Antya Lila in chapter 20. You can read with the commentaries of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So this is very important, very unusual, very significant. And also, as I said, Shri Ratha Yatra Prasangam. This is topic about festival of Ratha Yatra, which is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is considered to be the most advanced, most important, significant topics throughout the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is considered to be a very highly related Shastra. It's called post-graduate course, like PhD in spiritual life. So in Ratha Yatra Prasanga explains the festival of Ratha Yatra, which Lord Chaitanya annually participated. The beautiful festival of chariots, when people pull in these carts with the deities of Jagannath Baladev Subhadra throughout the main road, Grand Avenue in Jagannath Puri, from Shri Mandir to Gundisha Mandir. Shri Mandir is called Nilachalam, and Gundisha Mandir is called, does anybody knows? It's called Sundarchalam. It's considered to be Vrindavan. And Shri Mandir is considered to be Shri Dwaraka Dham, right? So Krishna travels through from Dwaraka to Vrindavan. So, and this festival, Ratha Yatra festival, has so many different meanings, deep meanings. So we cannot explain all of them, but we can take a couple of them just to explain what's the festival, what's the significance, what's the underlying meaning of the festival, what's the symbolic representation of this festival. Because many people have many different ideas about this, right? And probably all different cultures of this world that worship to Jagannath. In many, I mean, in each culture of this world, some traces of cult of Lord Jagannath worship, because Lord Jagannath is the Lord of the universe, and everyone bow down before him. In some of the aspects, they appreciate Lord Jagannath. So, and this festival can be explained through the two different viewpoints, from the external and internal. It's called Swarupa Lakshman and Tatastha Lakshman, right? So from external point of view, it's called, sometimes it's called Smarta Vichara. Like, you know, people in Jagannath Puri, those who, traditional people, those who worship Lord Jagannath and they understand the culture, they very strictly follow some rules of the Smarta Dharma Shastras. So they think that this festival is like a big social event, Hindu festival, where it's considered one of the biggest religious gatherings on earth. Probably around 1 million people come together for this huge festival. They pull in cart with deity of Lord Jagannath and they take in darshan. And this public rite of Lord Jagannath is very unusual because not any other deities comes out from the temple, only Lord Jagannath. So he is a very social person, you know, he wants to reciprocate. And given some analogy, like sometimes, you know, people of this world, they desist, they seek of material ignorance or forgetfulness of God. So they in disease condition. And when people are sick, they go normally to visit doctor, right? To see doctor to get some cure and some medication, whatever. But some of the people, they have very much disease. They cannot go to doctor. Therefore, doctor is going to visit them. So in the same way, Lord Jagannath, so he comes out from the temple to give darshan to everyone, those who in a very intense or extreme state of forgetfulness of God. So he gives his darshan to the people of this world, and it is explained in Puranas that just one darshan of Lord Jagannath on the chariot, on the festival of Ratha Yatra, can give you liberation, can give you mukti. Just one darshan. There is no any qualification. You don't need to be like highly advanced Brahmana, live sattvic life. No, you just take darshan, you get liberated. So that's what explained in the Shastra. So we have to take it seriously. And that's how people understand this festival. It's a huge, big religious festival when people come in to get darshan, to get some mercy, to pull the chariot, you know, to give some seva, you know, to dance in the front of Jagannath chariot, so on and so forth. And this is external meaning of Ratha Yatra. It's called Smarta Vichara. But then Lord Chaitanya, he descended. So Lord Chaitanya, he's considered to be Yuga Avatar in this age of Kali. He descended to present to us a wonderful method of spiritual advancement in this age. It is called Sankirtan Yagi, right? Yagya Sankirtana Prayaya Jantu Visumerasa. So he came down, he advanced, he descended to this world, and he garlanded the entire world with the holy name, right? He included the Kirtan entire world, basically. It is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Say Kala Achandala Kirtana Sanchara, Nama Prema Ganthamala Parayula Sansara. So he garlanded entire samsara. He liberated entire Brahmanda actually by descending in this age of Kali. And he spread this message this wonderful elevated method of chanting of the holy name. Therefore, he turned this age of Kali, which is considered to be the most degraded age, irreligious, age of hypocrisy and quarrels, he turned it into Prema Yuga. It's called Prema Yuga, in an age of love, actually. So his Prema Yuga avatar, he descended in this age and he turned this age into Prema Yuga. Right? So he liberated the entire Brahmanda. Sakala Brahmanda, Stavara Jangama, Vaikuntha Paitava. He took all the residents of entire Brahmanda, entire universe, Stavara Jangama, movable, immovable living entities, up to Vaikuntha. He liberated all of them. Even sardines, fish in the ocean, or worm in the stool, he liberated the entire Brahmanda. So we get an effect of that glorious advent in this material world. So we also get some mercy from that after generations of his advent. We also can get this mercy and also go back home, back to Earth if we participate in this wonderful Sankirtan movement, which has been established by Lord Shani himself. Ajahn Lam jo Kadakava Datto Sankirtanaya Kapitaro Kamalaya Daksha Vishwambaro Vijaro Dharma Palo and Dejikateka Kamanapa. He is the father of the Sankirtan movement. He is descended with his brother, Lord Nityananda, so we have them on the altar. So he presented to us deep meaning of this festival of Ratha Yatra. So by understanding his teaching, we can understand this festival as the festival of love, actually. So festival of love means loving devotees of Krishna, they come in to pull his chariot and bring Krishna back to Vrindavan, right? So devotees are coming to pull this chariot to bring Krishna to their hearts. If we make our heart Vrindavan, we can invite Krishna and Krishna will stay there and never leaves it. Like Srila Prabhupada has said, wherever there is Krishna, there is Vrindavan. So if we make our heart Vrindavan, and we can invite Krishna in our heart. Our heart Vrindavan means we can cleanse it, we can establish the atmosphere of Vrindavan, where the Krishna Katha is going on always, in Krishna Kirtan Vaishnava said, there is Vrindavan. So then we invite Krishna, Krishna will come and he stays there, he never leaves it, because Krishna always in Vrindavan. Vrindavan Parityaja Ekopada Nagashati, he never stepped away from Vrindavan, even by one step, so he always there. So, and devotees are coming to pull this chariot to bring Krishna back to Vrindavan, from the platform of Aishwarya to the platform of Madhurya. Madhurya is even higher. So, because Krishna, he is a king in Dwarakadham, he's a great king, he's surrounded by his entourage, big army, and elephants and cavalry or whatever army. So he has 16,108 wives in Dwaraka, Raja Mahishi. So he's very opulent, very, very gorgeous king. So much reverence and awe in Dwaraka. And there is no intimate relationship because therefore his close associates, his loving devotees, they want to bring Krishna back to Vrindavan on the platform of Madhurya Ras, Madhurya sweet, loving exchanges with Krishna. So therefore, devotees are coming to this festival, they're pulling this chariot, try to bring Krishna to their hearts, to Vrindavan, to establish this very intimate relationship with Krishna. And there is a story behind of this festival when a long time ago when Krishna was on the earth 5,000 years ago, so he left Vrindavan, he went to Dwaraka, and for many decades he was in separation with his loving devotees. It was a long time when again they met on the Kurukshetra field at some religious event when it was a moon eclipse. So many different religious people came to that field to perform some rituals. And Krishna came from Dwaraka with his army, with his entourage, huge big king, So, and he met, after many decades, he met his devotees, Islamic devotees. And it was like extremely intense, meeting, Milana, after long separation. So therefore Krishna, he exhibited this ecstatic emotions. He manifested his Mahabhava after long separation. It's called Mahabhava Prakasha. This is form of Jagannath with big eyes and withdrawn limbs of his body. He presented himself as a form of the devotees. And devotees, they were also completely overwhelmed with the feelings of love, and feelings of separation. They met. So can you imagine how such a strong and intense emotions they experienced? So, and when they met Krishna, they wanted to bring him back to Vrindavan. Because Jagannath, he is Krishna in Dwaraka, but in the mood of Braj, in the mood of Vrindavan, in the mood of Vipralambha, separation. And in the same way, on Ratha Yatra, when Lord Jagannath, he comes out from the Shiv Mandir and he takes on the chariot and he goes on the public ride. And then Lord Chaitanya comes. We know who is Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, he is Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Radha Bhava Dhyuti Solita Naomi Krishna Swarupam, right? So he is in Radha Bhav. He wants to experience this taste of Srimati Radharani, which she relishes by experience, by serving Krishna, by relishing his qualities. He wants to experience her happiness and glory of her love. So there's some internal confidential reasons for his appearance. So he came to see Lord Jagannath, who is Krishna himself, Shyama Sundar in Vrindavan. He comes on this public ride on a chariot and they meet each other, and it is like explosion of rasa, after a long time of separation. It's called Vidura, Viraha Vidura Adbhuta Pravas. Vidur means long time separation, few decades. Somebody said like 90 years. So they met each other. They're overwhelmed with emotion. It's called Rasa Sangha, it's explosion of rasa. Lord Chaitanya, he is Radharani herself, and Krishna, he is in the form of Jagannath. Jagannath, he sometimes is called Stavara. He's unmovable. And Lord Chaitanya, he is moving Brahman. So Brahman, unmovable Brahman, immovable and moving Brahman. So they met each other, and this is explosion. So this is called Ratha Yatra. This is a festival of love, and this is very deep meaning, So that's what Lord Chaitanya gave to us to understand. And Chaitanya Charitamrita explained all the different bhavas and moods of Lord Chaitanya, who experience all this kind of ecstatic emotions by seeing Jagannath on Ratha Yatra festival, on this public ride. And this quite big festival, extensive in time, like sometimes at 9 days, and maybe even a little bit longer. And 5th day of the festival is called Hera Panchami, right? I explained it. So Hera Panchami means Hera means see or take darshan, and Panchami means 5th day. When Lord Jagannath he goes to Gundicha Mandir and he stays there for 5 days. And on 5th day, which is Panchami, Lakshmi Devi comes to see Lord Jagannath, because Lakshmi Devi is considered to be his legal wife, his consort, and she stays in Sri Mandir. But after 5 days, after long separation, Krishna, he is in Vrindavan, but he's always in the mood of Braj. He thinks and he meditates on Vrindavan and Braj and his beloved devotees. And he takes this ride just to go to Vrindavan and to see his beloved girlfriends, his friends and parents, and so on and so forth. So he has girlfriends, right? Like Prabhupada one time he said, somebody asked him, who is the next to Krishna on the left side? So he said, that's his girlfriend. Yes, so Krishna, Jagannath, he goes to see his girlfriends from Vrindavan. They consider to be most advanced devotees. And Krishna only can capture his mind, only can be captured by his advanced devotees, like covered girls of Raja or gopis. Nobody else can conquer Krishna, but they can conquer him by their love. So Krishna is unconquerable, he's Ajita. So nobody can conquer him, but by love he can be conquered. So therefore, only gopis can capture his mind. Therefore Krishna, sometimes he wants to go because Dwaraka is too boring for him, so much Aishwarya and all the reverence. He wants to change the atmosphere, go to Vrindavan and have a nice time, good time with his girlfriends in the pleasure groves of Vrindavan, dance, rasa dance, having pastimes at night and on the banks of Yamuna river, some on the slopes of Govardhan hill. So he takes this ride, especially to visit Vrindavan. This is internal meaning. And he goes along the street, and then Lord Chaitanya with Damodara, they come in to see Lord Jagannath. And Lord Jagannath is already 5 days in Gundicha Mandir. But then Lakshmi, he started to worry, where is my husband? So he gone for a long time. So what is going on there? So probably he has a good time with his girlfriends, and she's a legal wife. She wants to, she got angry. He experienced jealous anger in spiritual mood, because in spiritual life there are so many different emotions, like jealous anger or eagerness or what is called affectionate protest, whatever. So it's called mana. Mana means counter love or jealous anger. And it's meant for Krishna's pleasure. It's not like in material world we experience sometimes jealous anger, product of lowest modes of nature, passion and ignorance. But everything is pure and transcendental. So Lakshmi also experiences anger because Krishna left her, and he has his leisure time with his girlfriends in Vrindavan. So she takes ride, she got on palanquin, and many strong men, they carry this palanquin with a huge procession. She goes on the main road on a golden palanquin, accompanied with the musicians and singers and dancers and maidservants. It's a very majestic procession also. And Lord Chaitanya staying with Damodara, they see this Lakshmi Devi who is going to catch Lord Jagannath in a situation where he enjoyed with his girlfriends. And they're smiling, they remember this pastime, which is called Lakshmi Vijaya. That means victory of Lakshmi over his husband. So Lakshmi is coming to Gundicha Mandir. And first of all, she is coming with a great entourage, with her servants, maid servants, all this. Her army. She is coming to the temple, and they attack the servants of Lord Jagannath. They're called daityas or pandas, those who serve Lord Jagannath. So they attack them and they arrest them, and then they bind them with the ropes and forcibly insist them to bow down before Lakshmi. So then Lakshmi enters into the temple to see what's going on. Where is the Krishna? Where is Jagannath for a long time? So, and he heard some rumors coming. She's having a good time there with girlfriends. So she enters into the temple and she sees that so many girls around Krishna having a good time. He's sitting playing flute, in the groves of Sundarachala temple. And as soon as she comes, all these gopis are immediately, they understood the conflict situation, they immediately disappeared. And Jagannath, he became a little bit, like kind of, he understood, oh, I got a travel problem. So his wife came, and she's like a faithful wife. She comes to him and she started to circumambulate him 3 times, with folded hands. And then he took some powder, which is like, remove some evil eye, whatever. And she took this powder and she just kind of blew in the face of Lord Jagannath. And Jagannath, he became like completely, got unaware, and he kind of think, oh, I got in trouble. And she just left, because she's very honored person, respectful. So she turned away and she's just gone. And this is called Lakshmi Vijaya. So this is Lakshmi. She she overcome the Jagannath by her jealous anger. So she experiences anger towards Krishna, and this is loving anger actually. This is one of the levels of prema. Prema is, there's some different stages of prema which explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prema, mana, sneha, mana, pranaya, raga, anuraga, and so on and so forth. So mana means jealous anger. So in spiritual life there's so many varieties of different emotions. And Lakshmi also, she experienced all these kind of things. And this is out of love. This is not out of, evil or hate or whatever. So this is out of love. So probably we don't understand this because this is a little bit higher. This is spiritual consciousness. When we love somebody, completely love, fall in love, absolutely. And sometimes the devotees of Krishna, they forget that Krishna is God because they love them so much. They just forget. And when they forget, they accept him like their lover or friend or son. And they can experience any types of emotions, like jealous, anger, affection, affectionate protest, whatever. So they experience all this spectrum of different emotions. Because they forgot that he is God himself. Because they overwhelmed this prema, this transcendental love, this Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva Visheshatnam Prema Suyamsha Samyabhaka. So it's not in the modes of nature. You have to elevate the consciousness. So in the same way, Lakshmi also, she experiences jealous, but she cannot experience such an intense degree of emotions like gopis. And therefore, Lakshmi, he never enters into rasa dance. There is some story that Lakshmi, she still stays on the opposite side of Yamuna river. She cannot enter into Vrindavan when Krishna performs his pastimes at night. She stays, she performs austerities to get right to enter in, and she could not still. So, and these gopis are considered to be most advanced devotees, those who reciprocate with Krishna with many different confidential moods and emotions, sweet mellows. And they can do whatever they want. And this is called Madhurya Prema, Prema Madhurya. It's one of the highest qualities of Krishna. Krishna surpasses Lord Narayana by 4 qualities of Madhurya. And topmost quality is Madhurya Prema, Prema Madhurya, which is considered to indicates upon his devotees, those who possess this very powerful prema, which can be conquered even Krishna himself. So it's topmost quality of Krishna, his devotees, loving devotees, those who can conquer Krishna by his love, and they can bring Krishna from the platform of Aishwarya down to the level of Madhurya. That's what they're doing. So, and there are many different beloved girlfriends of Krishna, and Rupa Goswami, he tried to classify them in different groups. So he explained that sometimes they call these gopis, they call sober or restless, or sober and restless at the same time. They're called dhira, adhira, udhira, dhira. So the different classification. Rupa Goswami explained in his book, which is called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjvala Nilamani, different levels and aspects of Madhurya Rasa. And sometimes those gopis, for pleasure, to please Krishna, they exhibit different moods. Like sometimes they're humble and they're submissive. They're called mudha, mukha. So Krishna can do whatever they want with them. But Krishna maybe doesn't like so much this mood. And therefore, another gopis, in contrary wing, contrary group, they called pragalbya, or they were arrogant, they were sprite, they in contrary mood, they always fight with Krishna. They play hard to get. So therefore, in this mood, Krishna very likes this kind of mood because it's pleasing to him. So he experienced some different types of beautiful rasa, loving relationship. And all these types of moods are explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So therefore it's considered to be a postgraduate course. And Lord Chaitanya exhibited them all, right? And Lakshmi Devi, she came to conquer Krishna, but actually she could not conquer him. She went back to Shiv Mandir, but Krishna, he left, he remained with his beloved gopis in premises of Kundicha temple, which is called Sundarachala or Vrindavan. So Krishna always in Vrindavan. Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, even never steps away even one step. Vrindavana Parityaja Ekopada Nagachkanti, he always there. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada said, if you want to keep Krishna in your heart, so makes it like Vrindavan, so makes the atmosphere of Vrindavan. And Shukadeva Goswami, he explained how to make it, how to do it. So he explained that, so we have to hear Krishna Katha about Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan with the covered girls of Raja. So he explained, he said, last verse of this 5 chapters of Rasa Lila, he said, Vikriditam Varjavaduphiridam Chevishnum Shadhan Vitoya Nushurityam Varnetyach Bhaktir Param Bhagavatim Pratilabdham Kamam Hridrogam Ash Apachrinotya Charena Dhirach. So he explained that we conditioned souls, we diseased by the disease of the heart, which is called Hridrogam Kama. Kama means lust. So we want to enjoy our senses in egoistic way. So to get rid of this disease, we have to hear the particular pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan, which he performs with his beloved gopis. And such pastimes can, by hearing these pastimes, bhakti comes in our heart. And when bhakti comes, kama disappears. And from that point we become sober. And then supreme param bhakti comes. Sober means dhira, we become dhira, we become sober and free from lust. So therefore, we would like to hear these different pastimes of Krishna with the gopis, which are considered to be topmost devotees, and they experience topmost love between them. So that's what Lord Chaitanya exhibited, and he tried to imbibe, tried to develop this mood. And Lord Chaitanya, he came like a perfect devotee to show for us how we can surrender to Krishna, and how we can develop our divine love in mood of residence of Raja. So this is a pastime which is going on now, and which is the festival of Ratha Yatra, and we have to understand this underlying meaning, which is very deep, very esoteric, I would say. And this is the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. By understanding this, we can develop, we can also be, let's say, eligible recipients of this mood, and gradually we can develop this kind of internal mood, so that to elevate our consciousness on a level of understanding of these beautiful pastimes and moods of residences of Raja and also Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, that's a brief description of this festival today, which is called Hera Panchami or Lakshmi Vijaya. So we can meditate with this pastime and also pray to Lord Jagannath, to Lord Chaitanya, to receive some little mercy. And Lord Chaitanya being very merciful, he can bestow upon us some. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Gaur Premanande, Hare Gaur. Thank you so much for staying the whole class until today. Hare Krishna.
His grace Gaur Sundar Prabhu ki.
Jai.
His grace Prabhu ki. Jai.
Thank you so much. So nicely explained.
Yeah.
First time from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, first time.
Not so many attendees, but somehow rather
These are all
managed.
running devotees. They have different places. They
Yeah,
come
it's like a train station. They kind of go.
That's
Yeah.
understood.
I expected this. What to do?
But we heard few
Yeah.
people.
I have
Thank
a
you so much.
question.
Thank you for being around.
I have a question regarding.
Bhagavan is speaking.
No, it's okay.
No,
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
So-
it's a close circle. Yeah.
You were talking about that Lakshmi couldn't be accepted.
Yeah.
But what exactly was missing in her? Because she can be forbidden from access to close circle of Krishna only because she was his wife. She obviously was loving him. She obviously was having the same kind of desire to see him. She had motive. She had everything, and still she was rejected. How is it possible?
Yeah, Lakshmi, she's not rejected, she is another Lila and she's a legal wife of Krishna.
So, by legal
She
wife-
reciprocates with him in the mood of, it's called Svakiya Bhava.
Yeah.
It's Madhurya Rasa, but Svakiya, very,
Yeah.
what to say, Madhurya Rasa in the marriage,
Yeah.
in marriage mood, conjugal relationship in marriage. And why? Because she could not elevate her consciousness up to the level of amorous conjugal love out of marriage, which is mood of gopis. And she could not manage it because she was in the abhima mood of herself, like she is a big queen, she is the goddess of fortune, she is the beloved wife of Lord Narayana, she is most chaste wife, and she is most advanced woman in the universe. And this is completely, but it's disqualified her to be or to fully surrender to Krishna, because to experience this bhav, you have to completely surrender 100% to Krishna. Mam ekam sharanam raja, that's what Krishna said. So in this way, when you left behind all your designations completely, you're naked at the front of Krishna, like Krishna stole the garments of young goddess on the river Yamuna. It's called Katyayani Vrata, or the Vastraharana Lila. So you have to become naked at the front of Krishna. You have to completely surrender to him, and then you can be elevated to the highest mood, which Lakshmi couldn't manage. She couldn't, because she was her abhiman. Abhiman is the idea about herself. I am queen, I am chaste wife, I am goddess of fortune, and so on. But to be in this mood, you could be only in the mood of gopis. Therefore, in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is saying, Gopi anugati hi nasheshvarya jnana, bhajan lekhana hipaya shi vrajendra nandana. So we fall in the mood of Gopi anugatya. So this is a path of residence of Raja and topmost devotees, gopis. So we try to follow, if you qualify it. So that's what Lord Chaitanya did. He also exhibited this mood of topmost gopi, who is Shrimati Radharani. So he accumulated her bhava, rather bhava due to Swadhyatma and Krishna's program. He also followed this mood. Because gopis are considered the topmost. Even Vedas follow them, even rishis, even Lord Chaitanya himself. So they're top. So nobody can surpass them. Even Krishna himself, he couldn't manage to attain their level. That's why he said, I'm always in your debt, so I cannot repay my debt to you because you completely surrendered to me. So be happy by your own pious deeds, he said. Naparaya ham, niravidya mananam, sasadu kritya, nicha yusapivam, something like that. He said, so be happy just by your pious, because he couldn't attain their level and he was indebted to them. Therefore, he took sannyas, he came like devotee to repay the debt to the gopis, and he tried to accumulate this mood of the gopis to serve Krishna and to attain this level, to pay debt. That's why he became a renowned person. He took sannyas. It's very, it's very deep.
Can you explain me how to understand that case Abhiman? If she in her Swarup, it's her Swarup, right? And
that's her Swarup, right?
And
exactly.
if she is in her Swarup, she is a Krishnarian Nityadas already, right? So she should be submissive, she should take away this Abhiman. How she still has it?
She has her Abhiman, which doesn't remove this Abhiman of you like Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, chaste wife, the concept of Narayana. It doesn't remove it. Although this is her Swarup, eternal Swarup, and this is completely perfect and transcendental.
So there is no Abhiman if you are in Swarup, so
still there's some Abhiman, some different Abhimans are there. Still there, but they're transcendental Abhiman, but still.
So there is
it's
transcendental.
Yeah.
Are those created?
Because Aishwarya, what's this Aishwarya? Aishwarya
is
means
created by Yoga Maya? Is it
Yoga Maya, it's Yoga Maya. It's not Mahamaya. Of course, Yoga Maya given some
Abhiman in order
kind
to
of
have
idea.
this rivers. Okay,
So they get this idea, they become. And this is pastime, this is Lila. It's not Mahamaya. It's not the bondage of Maya. But still, Krishna, he's not pleased with this mood. He wants to reciprocate closely and like very confidential way. Lakshmi couldn't make it, so she stayed outside of Vrindavan, this place which is called Shrivan, Lakshmivan, or visible on other bank of river. So she couldn't manage to cross the Yamuna to enter because Yoga Maya not allowed her. She wasn't admitted to Krishna's pastime like beloved Gopi. So therefore Gopi considered to be topmost. They just, role model for all other different great devotees like Bhishma, Uddhava, Narada, Lakshmi, Mahadev. All of them, they want to also to get this mood, to understand, to experience supreme, highest, intense love to Krishna, which is high degree of ananda, bliss, but only Gopi can manage, nobody else. And this is festival of Ratha Yatra, festival of love, pulling chariot, bringing Krishna back to Vrindavan in an atmosphere of Vraja Bhav, atmosphere of love and confidential close relationship. So they want to bring Krishna back. So that's what they're doing. So maybe 99% of the people, they're not aware about this, what they're doing. And of course, spiritual life is very complex and there is hierarchy of different levels of perfection. Some of the people, they come just to get darshan, get mukti, liberation. And this is alright, so Krishna give them, why not, if they're in the proper mood. And, but there's much more. So there is depth which is unlimited. So you can go, you can, by the mercy of Krishna, you can understand the deep mood, which is mood of gopis. And we try to follow, of course, if you qualify it. Because it's a little bit spontaneous. practice. It's called Ragananga Bhakti. So we're on the level of Vaidhi Bhakti, but supposedly that we practice in our sadhana in order to attain the level finally. Right? Yeah, so this is very beautiful festival, interesting pastime, so many things to say, but I think it's enough for now.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we'll continue. You probably would like to say anything or ask or give your feedback, whatever.
I think sometimes for devotees, we tend to try to simplify.
Yeah.
We forget how advanced and how deep everything, the philosophy, everything that Prabhupada is giving us. So I was really appreciating how you were breaking it down and, with the Ratha Yatra and the Chaitanya Charitamrita, how actually of a deep, advanced study it is. Because I think a lot of devotees, we just hear a little and sometimes we don't go into the deeper topics and really understand the differences of this relationship, that relationship, this mood and this dynamic. And so I was really appreciating the depth.
Thank you so much. This Chaitanya Charitamrita is considered a postgraduate study. It's a PhD with spiritual life, but actually this is our goal. This is what we want to attain. And maybe we, on the beginning stage, neophytes, we just got some basic understanding of spiritual life, and then we just keep Jai ball playing, and guitar or harmonium, we're just dancing on the stage. It's good, but so we have to go find like deeper and deeper and deeper, because our philosophy has unlimited depth and bottom. So we have to study it, because our child is given to us. Why? They spend their precious time to write all these books, just to give to us precious jewel of Krishna consciousness philosophy. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Gopinath Jai. Shri Jagannath Madhu Subhadra ki Jai. Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra ki Jai. Shri New Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Shri Gopala ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Jai.